people have an average life expectancy of like 49 where they make this stuff because all they do is drink this stuff till they die.
49.
Whoa, I thought you meant Siberia, but that's where belugas from.
I thought vodka was like one of the healthiest liquor. I mean, like
that's Siberia. Yeah.
Not when you drink it in volume all the time.
Well, that's probably true.
Well, it's
anything in volume all the time is not going to do well for you. Let's start out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 11. My name is Bill Yates with Sands Realty. To my left, I have
Nick Sowers with Beach Connection Realty.
And I'm Chris Ward with Eagle Realty.
Today we are drinking a vodka. It's from Belarus.
Belarus.
It's pronounced Jikaya Udka. I just made that up. No, I'm just kidding.
Jikaya Udka.
There's almost no English on this bottle. No English at all. And a duck.
There's a duck.
It does say duck, yeah. So that's the only wild duck vodka.
Is there tariffs on this?
Well, if there, I'm sure there is. Go ahead and explain tariffs today.
Tariffs, when you charge an extra fee for bringing stuff into the U.S. from a foreign country that we don't like.
Yeah, no, this is actually donated, gifted by a friend of mine, Tatiana Sheffer, with Remax Realty.
Yeah.
Jikaya Udka.
Okay, Jikaya Udka.
Donated to Brokers and Booze or donated to the Old Yates Pub?
It's a Russian vodka. If you ever go to Russia, you can be assured you can order a vodka water by saying Vodka
Vada.
How do you say lime?
That being said, you can survive lime fruit.
Good point. We do a lot of pointing.
They don't have any ice or fruit. You can't grow fruit in Siberia, so
no fruit.
No
vodka
fruit.
rocks.
You drink it like
rocks. Yeah,
you drink it like a man.
Pour a little snow in there, as long as it's not yellow.
All right, well, let's cheer this. Let's try.
This is probably one of the smoothest vodkas I've ever had.
Just the vodka.
Leave it.
That is smooth.
Leave it to the experts. Russians know what they're doing.
That's how they drink in volume, Nick. You make really smooth vodka
from Belarus. Come a long way.
So yeah, man.
That is
almost tastes like
water. That tastes like water.
This is awesome.
Like water.
That is weird.
You didn't tell me we put water in his glass.
Oh yeah. Water, really good joke. Drink it on the bottom, Chris.
I was gonna say, or you got ripped off. Yeah, right. If Russia just could send,
they're selling us water and calling it vodka.
Stupid Americans.
Stupid Americans, they never know. Look at that one. He got drunk off water.
I'm not sure what the bottle goes for. Is there a price?
It's all placebo effect here. It's a 2016 vodka. I don't know if years make a difference in vodka bottling. It looks like they're used.
It might not be the year. That might be the number of the bottle.
But according to Tatiana, it was hands down.
That does kind of look like a date.
The best vodka that she's ever.
Because it has no flavor and tastes like water.
Yeah. It is technically on the bottle, it is called the Wild Duck Vodka. So
there's a duck on it if you see it.
So if you do see a duck and you see Wild Duck,
a picture of it for everyone.
Yeah, so it is. It's 40%.
That's what I read.
So
alcohol quality.
Look, even
half a liter.
They put a ton of
graphics,
Russian or whatever on this.
Yeah.
But they still refer to the amount of alcohol content in English.
Why?
They know us Americans are going to pay attention to that.
Because in Russia they just don't care. That's whatever.
No, it's probably if it gets much higher, they can't import it because then it's considered weapons or something.
Looks like it's at like 22 euros on retail.
Okay. 22 euros. So it's like,
what's the tariff?
So it's like $28.
Tariffs?
$27.
Yeah. Is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you buy? What's the?
It's an international Euroliquor.co, so that's probably the European price.
Go ahead and order a case.
And yeah, that's amazing. So if you do like vodka and you want something super smooth, that is insane. Dangerous, so let's not drink a ton of that. Because we have a podcast to do.
What do you mean?
Well, the people want the podcast. So what are we talking about? Do you remember? Nope, didn't think so. It's vodka. We're talking about.
Stay classy.
We're done. Episode over.
Dan, he figured it out.
Okay. Well, actually, Nick brought up a good topic that he saw in a real estate Facebook group, and it's something that I personally continue talking with agents about over the last really 2 years. But outsourcing your brand as far as your content and turning content and branding over to a third party or to another person, or having somebody else do the pictures, the posts, the blogs, the videos that is your real estate brand and who you are as a realtor, but turning that over to somebody else.
So what it was is somebody in a real estate group I'm a member of was actually asking people who they use to handle their social media for them and to do their posting and to do their stuff. And anytime I see a post like that, I have a very quick, direct statement I send to them. You cannot outsource your personal brand, period. Nobody can speak for you but you. I do believe that. It's a core belief of mine.
Very true. And one of the reasons these two guys actually got me in front of a camera was because admittedly, I outsource a lot of stuff. I'm extremely very well at delegating things, but marketing being one of those things, I think it takes away a lot of the interpersonal aspect. So the more personalized you can be with your clients, the better. No one can replace you, obviously, and it's quite evident that you see the same post from 30 different realtors in a company. You can tell that that's an automated email, or even
And that's what I wanted to expand on, was where you're going with that, is on this topic. The auto posting services, the content providing services that do create and post content for you across different platforms. Is there, because I believe there is, a coexistence of an amount of content, volume of content that is created for you or for your company or for you as a real estate agent, but coupled with your own efforts of what you're trying to build, your own voice of other content that you're putting out intermingled.
So actually within my firm, we probably do a little bit of the coupling Chris talks about, because I have a marketing intern that handles a lot of the social media for our brokerage, but they do all of my personal pages are me, only me. Now, I think the coupling comes into, there are times you share stuff from your brokerage, you share stuff from your stuff. I don't like the idea of somebody going into your page and doing it for you. I'd rather just have the straight share. Just share it from the page, like give credit to where the original source is for the information, for the post, for whatever it may be. Obviously, in fun stuff, it might not matter, but I think it speaks a lot to who you are, and I think the general public sees through it. I think it becomes noise. I think when they're scrolling through a feed, they scroll right past the auto posted stuff and that kind of content.
But that's interesting, because personally on my business page, and we're also talking a lot from, and every real estate agent's a little bit different. You guys are probably different than me as far as what kinds of pages, because I have a company page, like for, let's just say the Facebook platform.
Which has 35 pages.
I do. I manage a good amount of pages, but really I have three. I have three main. I have a personal Facebook profile. I have a Chris Ward Bick, my broker in charge brand of who I am, its own business page, and then I have a company business page, Eagle Realty. Our company has a business page, and yeah, there's a lot of cross sharing and all that kind of going on. But on my company page, I do have a service provider that will post content throughout the week for me, and I actually get engagement on those. Like I'm constantly every week responding to comments and people talking about, when it's talking about like there's decor posts or do you like this kitchen or this kitchen, and some of those like that aren't heavy into about Eagle. Like it's not that. It's just engagement posts. It's just people generalize.
I feel like and I've seen a lot of those posts scrolling, and I've seen them on your company's page, and I still feel like it's a declining market of engagement for that kind of stuff. I feel like there is some stuff I've seen posts, and I assumed it was a source or something, because I'm like, Chris didn't go take a picture of that bathroom.
Nobody got time.
Where's that in Myrtle Beach?
So I'm like, so when I see those, like I'm scrolling through, I assume it's something, and I think people are still engaging with it, but I think they're becoming more and more numb to it, as my theory. This is a complete theory I have. Not.
I would agree. So the more personalized you can get, the better, obviously. And I can see right through it too. And I have several sources that kind of feed into my social media. I don't even know the last time I checked in on Twitter, but I've got daily posts. So
first off, well,
this is interesting.
Let me say that number one, I'm a huge that you build your brand through content. I'm all about personally creating as much content as possible, and I probably create more content than most realtors understand that I create, like that I post and I create, that I don't even schedule. And there's scheduling things that is not the topic of this conversation, where you can create all your content for the week on Sunday and schedule it out to be sent out, but you still created it. I don't even use those. I'm more real time and create and go and post. But I couple and I integrate other services that I know is going to put out content that I think does get engaged. I mean, like I said, just personal experience is getting engagement, but it's content I would never put out. Like, it's content I want to create. Like, I want to create that comparison post of two kitchens. Like, I want it, but people seem to like it. Or how-tos, how to do this,
and
handyman tips, those kind of things. Like, I'm not creating that, but I'll intermingle it with other stuff.
The My Sans Realty page, which is a Twitter account, which is the Bill Yates Twitter account. Yeah.
What's the latest?
It has 452 tweets, of which Bill admits he didn't put a single one of those up.
But I've never gotten a business deal from it. So, I put in effort where it's due.
Yeah.
If I was getting a deal a week, I would certainly personalize and put more effort into it.
So, do you have a?
I literally do it for a presence.
Nick? Do you have Twitter?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what's your Twitter handle?
Nick Stowers MD.
Okay, mine's at Eagle Realty SC on Twitter, and I go through waves, like seasons of Twitter, like where I'll get really into it, try to engage and like talk and share out and do little snippets. Twitter's a river. It's a constant flowing river. You can never worry about repeating. You never have to worry about repeating content because it won't be seen. It's just a constant flow of stuff. So I have 15.4 thousand tweets in my lifetime of Twitter. With it, but I also joined. When did you join, though?
I joined in September 2013, but I can promise you there's a long dark area.
Do I have the Twitter app on my phone is the question.
So, oh my goodness. So I joined Twitter in 2009, and I'm not saying Twitter is a place for super, like I said, engagement. I think it used to be a lot more, but I think you can still have quality conversations, and I think Twitter serves its purpose, just like every platform serves its purpose, and you need to be creating contextualized content for those platforms. But that being said, I am totally okay with agents and a company. I even pay a company for like all my agents to have consistent content, unique local content, or engaging type content, but it can't be standalone. I think that's where I stand. That can't be the only thing you do. You cannot just pay.
If that's the only thing you do, people are going to see right through.
Yeah, and that's the reality of it. So you can't, as one person, manage every social media account, run a company, manage agents. So it's going to be
Chris is
delegated to a certain spectrum.
Chris is going to disagree with this. And
Chris probably posted
his proof is going to be just follow him on social media for proof.
or better, but he's got a whole team of photographers and videographers.
Not anymore. They went on. Savannah's gone August 31st.
His videographer had a kid.
Out, so it's not that she's gone. If you're watching Savannah, you're not gone. You're on maternity.
She's on maternity leave. She's out.
So like right now, for the last like 3+ months, all my vlogs, all video content, all graphic content. That's all
You're just using old material. I get it.
What?
I know.
Jeez.
But I will say this. I bet you this is why Chris probably enjoys it as a hobby as much as he does as a business.
Sure.
To put out that much content, and I know how much time you work on it. At times you are having cocktails. So
it's there. I do believe there is an element of creator side, like like there are creators among us that enjoy. You're going to enjoy that side. So I do have a strong creator side of my personality. So I do like it. But here's the thing. There's the argument in this case is that every real estate agent has to build their personal brand. I think in this current, you have to build your personal brand. So whether you like it or not, you got to figure out a way.
Let's take that a step further. If you're relying on you to build your business and the world to know you because you work for Century 21, you are going to get lost in the noise. I think the best real estate agents I know, for the longest time, I don't even know what firm they're with because I know them. There's real estate agents I follow on social media across the country. I can't tell you which real estate firm they're with, but they're high producing because they built their brand that way. There's real estate agents in our market here. Same thing. If I say their name right here, you may not know what firm they're with.
Right. So,
and they jump around so often. It really doesn't matter to me. But that being said, got my real estate license in 2009, and half the agents in a large company didn't even have a Facebook page. Yeah. And now it's almost, if you don't have multiple aspects of social media and doing video and being interactive with your clients socially, even video emails, you're still out of the loop.
Well, I think some of that is it's kind of like having a website today. I think even having just having a Facebook page with some content is like having a website today. People don't go to it. It's not going to sell you a deal today. It's not going to get to business card. It's more like, I want to make sure this person's real.
It's validity.
I want to make sure they're legit. Yeah, like you pop up on Google, and a little quick hack related to all real estate agents. If you are putting a presence out there and somebody Googles your name, they're not going to have a problem finding you. And maybe name city if you have a common name. But
I've had clients tell me, hey, before I called you, I went all through your social media. I know everything about you. Because it's out there.
I do that when I hire agents too.
I do the same thing. When I look for a mechanic or something, that I'm going through looking at past clients' ratings and everything before you make that phone call.
And that's what's kind of amazing is that we as real estate agents and brokers will not do the things for our business that we know our potential clients and customers are doing as far as researching us, yet we do it ourselves for other businesses and everything like that, but we don't find the value or importance of creating that consistent and up-to-date content and brand when we're looking for that for other businesses and people.
What do you think, though, going down this path, since we were talking about automation and talking about people potentially doing the work for you, I've also noticed there's a lot of, I want to call it pay-to-play. There are rankings out there, kind of like the old phone book, where you could be considered a great social media agent, or you might have a great presence there because you may hire this service, or you may not. I don't know. I just noticed there's a lot of that out there nowadays.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Can't I create a website and create a top 5 real estate companies? In my own opinion, be like, Sands Realty ranked number 1 out of 4,500 brokerages in South Carolina. If you find that, I didn't publish it. But.
Well, what the problem is, as realtors, we're bound by truth in advertising, and these other companies are not, as far as the ones that rank social media and our companies. And it's kind of sad, it's misleading, and hopefully we're in an era where buyers and sellers and people out there, just like they see through third-party posts, will start seeing through these rankings of social, and when they go on there and haven't seen a post since February of last year,
it's like everybody can post. Everybody it's like you can. I believe this. You can make statistics and rankings say whatever you want it to say. If you every person I know can say they're the number 1 real estate agent at something, somewhere, someplace, somehow.
Sure.
Period.
I see a lot of
you can tunnel it down.
Signatures.
I mean, you can say I'm the number 1 agent in this building. I'm the number 1 agent in this, on this block.
I've sold this guy 100% of his properties that he owns in Myrtle Beach.
I'm number 1 on this street, and you find out the street's got 6 houses on it. So
your whole family lives there.
I was the #1 Windjammer agent in October.
Chris also was pinning down the Loris market.
I'm trying to get down the Loris market. Last year I had some
Focus on stats, and honestly, there's a large percentage of my sales that don't even get entered into MLS.
I think
I'm not going out there to show everyone that.
But I think it
sell
plays
anything.
back to outsourcing your personal brand. I think it plays back to what your brand is seen on social media and in these outlets, because all of a sudden you're sharing, I was the #1 agent on this. People start to, congrats. They get 10 million comments. Congrats.
But when you high five yourself, that's a little bit different from. I rely a lot on reviews and word of mouth. Hey, if you want really good service and the best deals, call Mr. Yates. And 80% of my business is referrals.
My final thought: create more content.
And
personally create. I'll start adding that word. Personally create more content.
Yeah, you can't outsource your personal brand.
That's true.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Keep it classy.
Yep. Keep drinking.
Especially this. This tastes like water.
Excellent.